Hello everyone, it's Joel Davis with the United Medical Transportation Providers Group. You are the broker.com and Home Care Access. Been a very busy week, but I see that many of you have been emailing us and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love your great emails. I'm not going to address a lot of emails today. I want to show you this thing from brokers, what's going on. If you watched some of the previous videos, you saw that I was sharing those videos about SouthEast trans, and we had a couple of client providers out of the great state of Virginia send us similar emails. So I want to share this email with you. So it appears that they're basically trying to create, while at the same time avert, their own Boston Tea Party, similar to what we had out in Wisconsin back in, what was that? I don't even remember what year that was, like 2012 or 13, and then what we had with MTM out in Cali, like 5-6 years ago. So let me show you some craziness, and well, I'm just going to read through this, and I'll interject my comments because I want to be absolutely abundantly clear that if you follow Joel Davis, me, my videos, my content, all that kind of stuff, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I want to be the best transportation provider I could be. I'm not your flavor. It's not me, because my goal, my vision, my objective is for you to leverage, whether it's your NEMT business, your home care, your broker, your courier, whatever business you're in, to squeeze out as much profitable juice as you can, make money, push it through your asset liability protection system, build and grow your honeypot so your honeypot makes you more money. That's what I did. That's my hope, my vision for you, not all of the nonsense of... Just let me read this email because I could go off on a tangent. So let me get this up here. So again, this is from someone who is organizing their own coup d'etat, if you will, to push back on SouthEast trans and their laughable rates, which we talked about in previous videos. So they say, hello everyone, it's been about a day since I asked for all of your votes. I've read your emails and listened to what everyone had to say. In fact, I did hear that everyone was getting called by SouthEast trans and being asked if they would be involved in a strike. Craziness. Love it, but craziness, as I'll explain in a minute. To be clear, the brokers are scared that they might lose their contract with DMAS. That's the Department of Medical Assistance Services in Virginia. Some of you have advised that DMAS is not the answer, but trust me, it is the answer we seek. That's debatable. Later tonight, I will be sending a formal email to everyone about the next steps. I've been working with various lawyers, providers, and a few media outlets. Ideally, we do not want a full provider strike right away. We will be bringing the brokers and DMAS to the negotiations table to talk further about this with all providers included. Just like last meeting, except that DMAS and all the heads of the other brokers will be there. We will try to negotiate first and come up with something reasonable. All we want is to be able to provide a high quality service to our community members, and those rates are not allowing us to do so. Exactly. You can't even grow or scale with the rates that they're currently using. Let's see where I was. Simply put, brokers need to stop keeping the majority to themselves or leveraging off of taxpayers' money. True, I agree with that, unconditionally. Do you know that the founder and owner of SouthEast Trans, fat houses. I know where one of them is. He has three big houses. I've seen one of them. Never met the guy. Driven past it. The reason I know about it is because I've worked with people who used to work for SouthEast Trans, and they would give me all the inside scoop. But dude, that guy, And again, I'm not even per se, I'm not even hating on the brokers. They want to make money, but I work with transportation providers. I used to be a transportation provider. I know how we get crapped on, we get overlooked. And at the end of the day, you're in business to make money, not be a sharecropper. And let me tell you something. Dude, the CEO here of SouthEast Trans, he's living La Vida Loca large. Let's see. Most of it, talking about the money, needs to go to providers so that they can afford to pay their drivers well and be able to maintain a great service for the community. Agree. This is our goal that we are working towards, and this is what I would like to ask everyone to help us with. If the brokers decide they do not want to improve the quality of transportation for our community members, that is when we will have to resort to a strike until we make sure they are never put as brokers again in the state of Virginia. Taxpayers' money should be spent accordingly for the community, not for brokers to make multi-million-dollar purchases. I agree. While paying providers minimum wage and expecting them to be able to maintain high quality standards. Totally agree with that. Absolutely unconditionally. I will be sending a formal update email later tonight and also a formal letter written by lawyers where I would like all to read and sign. It simply states that we as providers have seen and determined the quality of transportation to be deteriorating every year, and that we want to improve it by first negotiating. If brokers decide that they do not care about the members and that all they want is money themselves, that's where we will strike and make sure they never have a contract again in the state. This is no longer a Virginia state matter. I've had several providers from other states that are very interested in what we are doing, and it is possible that this will be a nationwide thing. Don't get too far out in front of your skis there, homeboy. Our movement is growing, and we want the best for our community, our employees in the industry. Keep an eye out for the update, and in the meantime, feel free to contact me. This email has been resent to make sure everyone receives it. So, again, we received this from a couple providers, so that's great. We appreciate you sharing the info. But again, let me go back to how I opened up this video. Who wants to deal with it? And whoever this is, I don't even care. I'm just glad they're dealing with it, not me. I mean, when we were working with the client providers up in Wisconsin and out in Cali, dude, it was such a cluster F. It's absolutely hurting cats. And so many of the people that you're working with are independent operators. So they want to come in, they got a single vehicle, they operate themselves like a rideshare service, and they want to scream and cry and complain. No one's going to take you serious. I'm sorry, no one's going to take you serious. Because you're not even trying to grow and scale your business. So, bottom line is, who wants this aggravation and nonsense? I got client providers in Virginia who laugh at this. Who don't do any SouthEast Trans work. I got a couple client providers in Virginia who literally have credit cards on file. From Access to Care and now Motive Care. Because they refuse to work in network, they work out of network. It's like, I don't understand why people even put themselves in a situation. So Joel, what are you saying? Should they strike? Should they not strike? I don't even care. I'm so far removed from this nonsense in terms of why anybody wants to deal with that. Think about this. You built your house on sand. And all these years you've been going all in on SouthEast Trans work. And now you're in a situation where what? You got to strike to try to get money. Folks, there's so many other ways to make money. If you're in NEMT, which everyone knows, hey, I'm cool with NEMT. I love it. I mean, it was my first business. I work with untold number of client providers in the NEMT business. And, if you build your business model the right way, I mean, let me give you a case in point. I'm working with some client providers who are going through an acquisition, and it's a smaller deal. It's only a $500,000 deal, but it's a higher margin business, and the business is on a great trajectory. Versus, I'm doing a couple business valuations for some multi-million-dollar businesses that are in decline. Why? Because all they do is broker work. All they do is broker work. And it's just, folks, the information is there. The information is there. It's what you choose to do. It's a type of business model you choose to do. And you know, when I look at this, it's like, who wants this nonsense? Who wants this aggravation? Let's say you're small. Let's say you got a couple vehicles. Let's say you got a half dozen vehicles. Let's say you got a dozen vehicles. Let's say you're doing a lot of this Southeast Trans garbage runs. What do you do? If you strike, then your margin is so thin, then what do you do? Who's going to pay the insurance and the vehicles? Who's going to pay your employees? I mean, are they going to be working or what if you're on strike? I mean, should you still go ahead and strike? Yeah, but who wants this nonsense? Do not build your business on sand where you're reliant on that garbage. It's just insanity. Here's what I did. And bear with me. I told Maria, she works with us in my broker business. I said, go through, pull out. Now, today is the 5th of February. Okay, I told her, I said, go through, pull out 5, 6 different invoices, email them to me, send them to me, so I want to block them out because I want to use them as illustration purposes. Now, listen, I talked about it in previous videos with NEMT. You could be doing well in your NEMT business, and people are still going to look at you like you're just a peon, a taxi service. But if you build your business the right way and you're profitable and you're making good margins, you're laughing all the way to the bank. Bottom line, who cares what people think when you're stacking chips and your bank account keeps growing? Now let me show you this just to start to illustrate things to you of why you do. Be about your money. Be about your money. As I've said in many videos before, no one cares about you. Do you think DMAS cares about you? Do you think SouthEast Trans cares about you? Do you think any of these doctors or nurses or people in the hospitals, do they really care about you? No. You have got to protect and preserve and care for your business because no one else is going to do it. Let me show you a couple things. So Maria sent me these over. Now these are email. Like this is an email. So in our broker business, we use authorized.net. They do our merchant services. And we got a couple different accounts. This is an email for a work order. Now watch this. Just watch this. And enlighten me here. Entertain this for a little bit here. So here it is. We did a work order. So this is here's a work order for $310.95, and obviously we had to block out their personal information. But here's a work order, and what they moved, I have no idea what AVL is, but we moved 3 queen mattresses, 3 head Bs. I don't know what that is. So I don't know any. Look, bottom line is this. This email right here, these are confirmation emails we get for every single transaction from authorized.net, because again, we use them for our merchant processor. So this is work order 160167. So what we do is then let's go over to our Fetch Mazo system, and so I can pull up some of the details. Again, just play with me here for a second. So here's the same work order. Now we go to Fetch Mazo so I can look at some more of the details. So you can see here where this work order was $310.95. You'll see in the upper right corner the commission paid to our contractors was $229.45. So what's the math on that? Let's say it's $230. So we made like 80 bucks. So we made like 80 bucks on that. Someone says, well, why would you give that so much commission? Because I'm not paying for any gas. I'm not paying for any fuel. I'm not paying for any insurance. I'm not paying for any helpers. I just made 80 bucks. I mean, 80 bucks. Let's see, they moved. Okay, here's why it was so much. If you look down here to the bottom right, you're looking at number of items. So a total move of 18 items they moved, and the total mileage was 2212. So now, if you look over here to the customer surcharges, you'll see $5. Now I know that this came out of a store. So here's one of the beautiful things about this with a broker business is, unlike the nonsense with Southeast Trans, you got to do it their way, you got to bend the knee, all their rules, their regulations. We put customer surcharges on different stores. So I know that this is a lower end store because we're only charging $5. You notice we have customer surcharge 1, customer surcharge 2. So I know that this is a quote unquote lower end store in terms of price point. So we only charge $5. Now we don't pay commission on that $5. But okay, so let's say this total work order was $80 for me. Is it sexy? Is it sexy? Do I get to go to happy hour and brag to people? Oh, I got 60 contractors. No, there's nothing sexy about this. So again, I know that some people get in business and they want to brag and puff out their chests and everything. And all right, let's go to another one here. So I'm just trying to show you, like I told you, I had Maria. So send me, half a dozen. Let's take a look, see what we got. All right, so this is work order 160166. So this was the delivery of a sofa, $90.99. So 91 bones. Okay, no big deal. All right, whatever. Nothing sexy about that. Let's go over and let's look at the work order in Fetch Mazzo to get some more details. Okay, so it's $91 and the commission amount is $64.49. So what's the math on that? Like $25. So I made like $25. Joel, you're not setting the world on fire. That isn't impressive. I agree, but all right. Well, I had $80 from the other one. Now this one is $25. You can see this one was ordered today. It was delivered today. Preferred delivery times are between 10 and 2, so it's already been delivered. So this work order was completed already. All right, let's go look at another one. Again, just enlighten me for a little bit here. Okay, so here's another email through authorized.net. This is for work order 160164 for $86.68. Joel, you're losing money. You're losing money. This was for the delivery of a love seat and a sofa. Joel, I want to be in the medical transportation business. I want to transport people. I get it. I totally get it. I totally understand. Let's go look at this work order, get a little more details. Okay. So we're back in our software system, Fetch Mazzo. Work order was $86.68. We paid commission of $61.26. So what's the math on that? Like another $25. All right, so there's another $25. So we got 80 and 50. I'm gonna lose the math on that. I'm not good with all that. Can't do it in my head. Okay, so here's another work order. All right, so this one was ordered today. It was delivered today between 2 and 6 p.m. So they're probably doing it now. You can see it was 2 items for 7 miles. You say, Joel, that's only $25 profit for you. It's only $25. I agree, but here's the difference. I'm sitting in New York. This was probably, my business operates out North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, into Tennessee and Georgia. But we've been going a lot further than that. This past year has been phenomenal with just craziness. I know I gotta go make some videos for just the youarethebroker.com, but it's just so busy. It is what it is. All right, let's go to another one. Okay, now we're starting to uptick again. Here we go. This is work order 160163. 160163. So this is for $119.55. This we moved a 2-piece sectional sofa ottoman. Again, I get it. Some people want to go in business so they get some sexy thing that they get to brag about when they go to happy hour, and there's nothing sexy about saying we delivered a 2-piece sectional sofa ottoman for 120 bones. There's nothing sexy about it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Let's take a look in our. Let's see what we got here. So we're back in our Fetch Mazzo. So this one Same thing. Okay, this was ordered today, delivered today between 2 and 6, so they could be doing it right now for all I know without looking. So we had to charge a little bit more, went up 2 flights of stairs, 3 pieces, total miles was 8.82. So again, it's $119.55. We paid out $85.91. So let's say that's 86. That's 14 plus 20. So that's another, what, 34 bones? Another 34 bones. All right. But I get it. There's nothing sexy about this. We don't get to go on strike. I mean, I want to be a striker. I want to be a striker. Why can't I go on strike? All right, here's another one. So all these work orders are all boom, 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 boom. They all came in this morning. This is work order 160162. Came in at 11:02 a.m. So it was for $109.70. They moved a full mattress storage frame. Let's go over to Fetch Mazzo and see what we got going on over there. So here's the same work order. 160162, $109.70. We paid out $78.53 in commission. So what's the math on that? There we go, like 12, 10, so like $22, 21, between 21 and $22. Okay, so this one was ordered today, but it's being delivered Monday between 10 and 2. So this isn't delivered today. This is going to be delivered on Monday. 1 flight of stairs, 2 items, total number of miles 11.62. Because you charge more for that. You can see we got the customer surcharge of $5, so I already know what kind of a store we took it from. We don't pay commission on that. We know we're charging more for an extra flight of stairs. We're paying more for number of items. Anything above 5, we charge more. Obviously, we charge for mileage. So, all these, again, I know some people, Joel, I just want to transport people and bigger ticket items. I get it. I do. I get it. But then, let's take a look at this one. This one came in earlier. This one came in today at 10:53 a.m. Work order 160161 for a straight up, Maria processed this for a flat $1,000. This is ching ching for a 2-piece sectional sofa. $1,000 for a 2-piece sectional sofa. Let's take a look over in Fetch Mazzo. So here it is. So this is what's cool. So number one, work order is $1,000. In the upper right corner, you see the commission amount was $638.36. So that's what we're going to be paying our guys. So I already know that this is a newer team because if they're in the 63% commission, I know they're one of my newer guys because I'll start guys at 60 and slowly bump them up. If you did the math on some of the other smaller ones, it was in the, they're in the low 70s. But here's what's awesome. If you look over here, customer surcharge $10, so I know it came out of one of our higher end stores, hence we're charging $10 instead of $5. But below it, you see the lead charges of $138.85. I don't pay commission on that. The reason we don't pay down our lead charges, for some of you who've been following us for a little bit, our lead charges during the scamdemic, we were down. When we closed, remember we had to flatten the curve. So we flattened the curve. We do our we comply. We did our 14 days of flatten the curve. Business goes down like 42% for a period of months. And during that time, we started to use a third-party platform to bid on work. And no, it's not Home Advisors. Home Advisors is the stupidest thing you could do. Absolutely, they rape you. So don't ever use them. So anyways, it was so good, we actually integrated them into our Fetch Mazzo software platform. So what we do is we charge. Now the $138.85, she grossly inflated. So that way it's like going sideways. We'll bid and we'll pay for these, but then we charge lead charges. So it pays for our advertising. So we don't pay on that. We're not gonna pay commission on that because it's like going sideways. We don't pay commission on our customer surcharges. Here's what's cool. So if you scroll down, so you can see this is going on the 8th. So what's that, Tuesday? So this is going, they ordered it today. This is going on the 8th between 2 and 6 p.m. Only 2 items. but it's going 308 miles. 308 miles. So you say, Joel, man, this is just stupid. Why are you wasting my time showing me this? I'm an NEMT provider. Dude, I'm just trying to show people how to make money, man. It's like, so of this, what's the math? Like 370 bones? So 370 bones. Mileage is 308. So that's, you already know, round trip, that's 616 miles. You really, I'm not doing that. You crazy? I'm not doing that. Hell no. No. So you're looking at just within like 2-3 hours of these trips. And this is just one of the accounts. And now this $1,000, you're not, this is just like an anomaly. Typically $1,000 one, you're gonna be thinking that's one of our express moves, and it would be. You don't see a whole lot of deliveries like that. But I will tell you this, man, this past year, we've done a lot. This with the supply chain management being absolutely screwed up, it has been nothing but ching for us. We have done so much longer distance deliveries. We've gone up as far as into West Virginia and even Pennsylvania, helped people, or maybe it was New Jersey. It was New Jersey. Helped people. It was New Jersey. Helped them move out of those communist states. I mean, look. Here's my point. Here's my point. Who wants to waste their time? I mean, none of us are getting any younger. And I know I know I sound like an old man, and trust me, my perspective has changed ever since I had my little babies. My daughter's 5. In May, she's going to be 6. My son just turned 4. My life is all about them. My wife. I mean, trust me, I work 24/7. For those of you who know me, and you know, I mean, I'm emailing you at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes because I'm constantly working. But that's when I get a lot of my work done in the middle of the night, so I can spend more time with my kids. And if I'm not on the road, I obviously have them with me. But it's like, who wants to waste their time with strikes and nonsense? And I get it, man. If you're younger, man, trust me. Back in the day, especially when I was single and no kids, hey, man, I'm your huckleberry. I'll fight with you over that nonsense. But it is just such insanity. It is such insanity. And so some of you watching this, it's like, some of you. So I had one of my client providers who I'm working with straight up asked me, said something to the effect of, if you had to make money right away, what would you do? I said, well, if someone held a gun to my head and said, hey, you got to make money in 2 or 3 days, the first thing I would do is I would go out, run a box truck, and I'd make money with a box truck. Told them, I would absolutely go out there and I would dig a ditch like my contractors. Now, the thing is, with something like this, with youarethebroker.com, are we going to teach you how to be one of these contractors? Heck no, that's not the goal. Just like with NEMT, am I going to teach you how to be the best NEMT provider? With home care access, are we going to teach you how to be the best caregiver? No, it's about teaching you to properly grow and scale. Bottom line, the conversation begins and ends there. If we're working with you to help build your NEMT business, it's about growing and scaling. If we're working with you with home care access, I mean, we work with people for one-on-one for home care access for 120 days. Do you think that 120 days is to help you become the best caregiver you could be so you can work one-on-one with someone? Hell no! The goal is to put you in a position to grow and scale. Something like this, do you think that I'm going to put you in a position to go out there and be a contractor and move sofas and couches? No, but if someone puts a gun to my head and says, you got to make money within 2 days, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Bottom line. Now from there, it's all about growing and scaling. But when people say, oh, I can't make money, oh, I don't know what to do. Dude, you're lazy. You're lazy. There's so much money to be made out there. And let me be crystal clear. Even in the lunacy that we are in right now, with 40-year high inflation, gas prices are going up. You think I'm paying for this gas? So we've got contractors who are going to take this 616 miles. You think I'm paying for that gas? Are you crazy? Why would I? No. They're 1099 contractors. Again, this is why I say some component of your business has got to be a 1099 contractor-based business model. It's the way it's got to be. Now, I know that everything I just showed you here, it's not sexy. You're not going to be able to go to one of the national conventions for NEMT where you got brokers who are there, who are co-sponsors, who are co-teachers during the breakout sessions with the lanyards. You get to brush elbows. Folks, I get it. With something like this, you can't go to those tea parties. I know this isn't sexy, that you can't go brag about it at happy hour. But all the while, I mean, this right here is why I get to come on and make these videos and act like an absolute fool. This is why. This is why you don't see advertisements on my videos. The only time you see ads on my videos is if it's a copyright infringement because I'm playing someone's song and then then YouTube knocks you for it and they do their own thing. But you don't see me advertising anything because I don't have to, because ching ching. Ching ching. And again, I know it's not sexy. I know it doesn't feel good. It doesn't sound good. Trust me, I'm very close to a lot of my West Point teammates, classmates, all this stuff, and they can't wrap their head around what I do. Many of you have heard the story years ago where I went to a wedding soon after starting my NEMT business, and a lot of my classmates are like, wait, what? You're doing what? Are you, a taxi cab driver? And they try to, they almost kind of like punk you or look down on you, but they don't get it. Who's laughing on the way to the bank? Who cares about someone else's opinion? It's about your bank. It's about your family. It's about your honeypot. It ain't about striking. Who wants to waste their time with strikes and nonsense? Trust me, been there, seen that, done that. Fought those battles in Wisconsin. You heard all the cats in Wisconsin, California. Absolute waste of my flipping time. So glad someone else is doing that. This is why, what was it, not too long ago, someone, well, I've been in business for 20 years. You know what? That might be your problem. That might be your problem. Like, you know what? You shouldn't have been in business for 20 years at NEMT. You should build it, grow it, scale it, sell it at a multiple. But, I mean, sell while you're on top. Sell while you're high. I don't know. But again, people, all I'm trying to do, just show you options. As a true fat man who loves his food, I love my food. For those of you who I've worked with and I met with you and we've broken bread, you know I can eat, and I can eat a lot, and I don't even talk a lot when I eat because I love eating. Why would I talk to you when I'm enjoying myself eating? I love my food. My kids know, do not play games at the table because I'm all about my food. So I use the buffet analogy. All I'm doing is putting a buffet in front of you. You choose what you want. At the end of the day, I want you to make money. Bottom line. It's you go up, you choose what you want. I want to start my NEMT. Let's do it. I want to start my home gear. Let's do it. Do them both. I shared the video with James recently. Has a BLS and NEMT business. Doing his home care business. Finishing up his one-on-one coaching with Marty and Ginny. Going to do his broker business next. I mean, it's a buffet. Whatever your flavor is. Bottom line is, there's too much money to be made. Even with a sleepy, creepy dementia patient with a cackling sidekick Medusa and 40-year high inflation, gas prices almost doubled, everything on the shelves, whatever's left, whatever's there, prices are going up. You got to make more money. No one cares about you. You think that CEO of SouthEast Trans, the owner of SouthEast Trans, who has 3 homes, and trust me, they're fat houses. I'm not hating on you. I'm all for it. I support the cause, man. If you got suckers out there like these NEMT providers who are just sharecropping and just take it and take it and take it, shame on them. I mean, shame on SouthEast Trans too, but shame on them for being fools and suckers. It's insane. Anyways, I can go on and on, but I just want to present this here because, like, dude, who has time for strikes? Go make money. You ain't getting any younger. Go make that dough. When you do, I'll see you at the top.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey.